He's got a consultant somewhere. This is the worst consultant in politics that thinks he looks good in a bathing suit, right? No, he spends so much time at the beach. And, you know, how do you do that? And, you know, I have a much better body than him. But I'm not really sure that I want to expose it with the sun blaring down and the sand, the surf, the wind, you know. I mean, you know, it's not a pretty sight. And
that's Donald Trump giving his stump speech where he talks about President Biden's body, and then Donald Trump claims that he has a better body than President Biden. The entire stump speech where he praises Viktor Orban, the authoritarian leader of Hungary, and Kim Jong-un, the authoritarian leader of North Korea, and then thinks that North Korea has 1.4 billion people because he confuses it with China. It's just such an utter disgrace. And I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. I wanted to show you that video at the beginning of Donald Trump attacking President Biden's body and saying he has a better body. It's something Trump is obsessed about. And his attack on Judge Engoron's body, the judge presiding over the New York Attorney General's civil fraud case, is just quintessential Donald Trump. Find any way to attack the judge. And here's what Donald Trump posted. This is an actual post from Donald Trump. Breaking: unhinged Judge Engoron under scrutiny for allegedly posting half-naked photos of himself to high school alumni newsletter he controls. And it's purports to be a photo of Judge Engoron in the gym, I guess just showing off that at his age he's very in shape, which is something that he was proud about. There is no scrutiny other than Donald Trump and the right-wing extremists making this like extra kind of super weird. And I think this was something that Engoron may have posted in a newsletter for high school that he went to back in 1967. Showing a healthy lifestyle that he has. But this is exactly how MAGA Republicans are attacking him. By the way, just show you like what the state of the MAGA Republican Party is. They post fake AI photos of Donald Trump. So this is Bridget Gabrielle, one of the main right-wing influencers. And they share posts like this of Donald Trump, just total fake photos. I mean, here's actually a photo of what Donald Trump looks like. There he is on the golf cart right there. And I was just looking at like, okay, what are these Donald Trump people even posting? Look, this is the Donald Trump cards right here that he's the NFTs or whatever, just a fake photo of him. And you just look at his supporters. Like, just look at what the Republican Party has become for a second. I want to get back to Donald Trump's post, but look, this person wearing a Let's Go Brandon shirt of Donald Trump with the middle finger standing in front of the American flag and disgracing it. That is Eric Trump posting a photo of himself with his dad's image on a hat with a middle finger up. Here is this lady that goes to all of the Trump rallies, and this is how they dress up at the Trump right-wing fascist events. This is Fergaccio Blow, one of the big right-wing MAGA influencers. He's like the MAGA rapper, and he does videos with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I mean, what the hell is going on, folks? And he's always at the events, big influencer in the Republican circles. They call him the conservative. It's stupidest stuff in the world. But in all seriousness, here's what Donald Trump's posting also. A photo of the Capitol building being attacked. And he says, I'm coming back to clean up this mess, with an image of the Capitol building on fire. Let's take a look at Donald Trump's post attacking Judge Engoron, as well here. Judge Engoron should end the ridiculous political witch hunt against me. I have totally won this case, which should have never been brought. The only fraud was committed by the Attorney General, Letitia James, in convincing the judge that Mar-a-Lago was worth only $18 million when it was worth 50 to 100 times the amount. Look, New York Attorney General Letitia James called in Trump Organization witnesses like Anthony Flores and others who testified that the Trump Organization made the value of Mar-a-Lago $18 to $27 million. The judge didn't come up with that number. The bottom line is the Trump Organization wanted to pay less property taxes. So they deflated the value. The Trump organization did. And they did that by encumbering the property with a deed that made it a commercial property or a club so that they could say the property was not worth more money. I think the property may be worth $150, $200 million as a residential property, but it was not. It was a commercial property, and that's the representations that were made to the various interested parties. And so you can't just commit a fraud like that, pay less property taxes, and then lie about it. But it's not a $1.5 billion. It's just stupid. Okay, Donald Trump writes, Judge Engoron just did whatever the corrupt attorney general told him to do, a puppet, including using valuations so low that they are committing fraud, that they are fraudulent. He and Letitia James committed the fraud. I didn't. He valued Mar-a-Lago at $18 million. He didn't. He just looked at what the undisputed facts were. Here's what the appraisal was. Right there. That's all Judge Engoron did. And what was the Trump organization saying it was valued at? Trump organization said it was valued at $27 million. So for all the people out there who want to MAGA-splain and say, Ben, the fair market value is actually way higher. First off, the fair market value is not 5,000% higher than a appraisal done by the tax assessor, number one. Number two, the Trump organization stipulated to the valuation. Number three, the Trump organization rep who was responsible for it testified at trial that they valued it at $27 million, that it was their valuation to pay less property taxes. And by the way, if Trump wants to say the true valuation is $1.5 billion, then pay the property tax on it. Probably come to another, I don't know, eight figures, maybe even 9 figures in back taxes that would be owed over the course of 10 years, maybe $100 million in taxes that are owed. I don't know if that's what you want to do, then go for it. Donald Trump, by the way, he posts these all day. Post. We have totally proven our innocence in the fake AG case. We have won on every point, including the fact that their so-called star witness is a complete fraud who openly admitted in court that he lied and that the information he gave to the bloodthirsty and disgraceful attorney general was not factual or true. He made it all up. Then today, Judge Engoron admitted that his original decision on fraud was incorrect when he said, I'm not here to value these properties. I'm here to decide whether these statements of financial conditions were fraudulent. I go, as a lawyer, this stuff just gives me a little bit of a headache because the layers and levels of, they take the snippets of the words and then they misrepresent the judge's order and they say things like, Judge Engoron said that I'm not here to listen to what you have to say. And then they put a period there, and when they don't say that, Judge Engoron said, I'm here to listen to your answers, not to allow you just to go on random tangents that are not responsive to the questions that are being asked. Look, Judge Engoron does not value properties. That's what he said. I don't value the properties. I look at the undisputed facts, the undisputed evidence. The Trump organization valued the property at these amounts, and then fraudulently represented those amounts to other third parties to take benefits and to get unfair benefits that other people aren't getting and violating the law in the process. Here Donald Trump goes, I am worth billions of dollars more than what is on my financial statements. They are very conservative, therefore no fraud, and the corrupt and racist New York, blah, 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 blah. Look, we had Eric testify that he didn't read the statement of financial conditions, and Don Jr. said he's not familiar with them. We have emails from Ivanka saying that trying to have a $3 billion net worth covenant in the Deutsche Bank loans was, quote, going to be a problem. And we have all of the data that you have. It was not a conservative estimate. We're looking at all of the Trump organization data. It's that simple. But this is what Donald Trump's spending his days doing, posting about this all the time. The good news, folks, is that Donald Trump's posts are not evidence. The evidence has come in, and I'm very confident that Judge Engoron is going to make a finding that a disgorgement amount that's I think will be several $100 million is going to be ordered here. We will keep you posted as we learn more on the MeidasTouch network, but there's what Donald Trump's posting about. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers thanks to your support, and check us out at patreon.com/.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.